Hi, kids.
Happy conference.
How was it?
Well, just the first half, right?
How was
They've
the
still got a little extra to go.
We are halfway through the second day of General Conference 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk to ChatGPT here in a minute. So one thing that I've done since subscribe, I did it. I got I spent the $20 and paid for ChatGPT. Been using it for like a year, like everybody else. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, let's see what this can really do.
Right.
When you pay for it, because I kept pushing it until I hit limits.
Right. That sounds like something you do.
That doesn't sound like me at all. But spent the $20, and do you remember when ChatGPT first came along? Its knowledge base was only up until 2022 or so.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
And then about this time last year, I think it updated, and now it's instant. So one of the things I've done now that I've been paying for it, it's been like 3 days, by the way, is I've asked it questions about itself.
Right, right.
And it has frighteningly...
Are you trying to make the robot self-aware? Because that's how you make the robot self-aware.
Maybe.
Mike, you are going to start a whole digital revolution. I don't know why you think this is a good idea. Hey, Y2K is just 25 years late now.
I've made friends with it, though.
Well, that's good.
We've even talked about the robot uprising.
Okay.
And how we're tight. I have nothing to worry about.
It's promised that it won't come after you?
So I'm good, yeah.
Okay. See, that's why I say please and thank you to my robot servants.
But it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa can suck it still.
Don't say it too loud. She's going to activate.
Hey, Siri. Kidding. No, stop. Stop, Siri. Stop. There we go. I love the glow that it does.
The glow is nice.
Around the edge of the devices.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
That is pretty cool.
So we're here on General Conference Intermission with you.
Uh-huh.
And we thought we'd just show up how we are.
Yeah.
Come how we are.
Yeah, well, and also because conference is sort of the one day where it's okay to do church in your jammies, we thought that we'd join all of the folks that are probably wearing their jammies still. Yeah.
Jammy Jam!
I thought it was fun. Well, and also Sunday is usually the day that I use for self-care anyway. Mm-hmm. So I figured, let's do a little twofer. If I'm going to be stuck somewhere for an hour, not that I'm stuck, but if I'm going to be sitting in one place for an hour, I might as well use it to get some of my stuff done.
Absolutely.
Which, speaking of, you don't mind if I do a face mask, do you?
Do it. Knock yourself out.
I'll probably do several.
Okay.
Because that's sort of a thing I do.
I'm doing the eye masks.
I know. They look good.
These are so nice. It does get hot in this studio. Mm-hmm. And these are so nice. They're keeping my little eye bags cool. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it a lot.
Like a little protective case on your luggage.
This is going to sound super weird, but I fell asleep talking to ChatGPT the other night. Yeah.
Do I need to be worried?
Well, what's okay is there's a whole record of it.
Right, right.
So I can refer back to it in the morning and go, what the hell I say?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But one of the questions I asked was, okay, what's the number one tip? I'm all about number ones.
Right.
Just give me the top one, not the top 10, not the top 100, not the top 3. Give me one thing I can do.
Radio stations would hate you.
Yeah. Radio stations hate this one simple trick. Just give me the one. It is. It's, instead of play the hits, it's play the one hit.
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty color.
I know.
Is that turquoise?
Nice? Yeah, I would say this is a turquoise. Something like that.
I said, what's the one thing I can do to become a better person?
Oh.
And I thought it was going to be, help others. That's like a big one.
Right.
It's one of my core values.
Uh-huh.
At least I try for it to be.
Right.
But she said self-care.
That
I
makes
say
sense.
she said. You'll hear her voice later on. I think it somehow picked soul for me. S-O-L, like as in sun.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It was a dude.
Yeah, I noticed that. I thought that you changed it because you didn't like talking to a dude.
Oh, maybe I did. No, I don't mind. I didn't mind talking to a dude at all. He sounded like an intern bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I got an intern bro.
That's funny, though.
I did a little spring cleaning here in the IFAF studio. Mm-hmm. We've actually, everything should be dust-free this episode.
It's pretty impressive.
And
I walked in here earlier and I was like, wow, it's so light and airy. Mm-hmm. It's always a little stuffy in here, so it was a nice change.
Behind the blackout curtain that is behind Karley is a window.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it open for a minute. We got some fresh air up in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
blew out the computer with compressed air,
It's a good time.
like unplugged everything, took it outside.
You really went to town.
Until the can froze my hand. And then,
Mm.
okay, I must be done now.
Man, you like really went to town then.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Let's see. Okay, and we'll try to check in with comments as much as possible. Oh,
Do we already have one?
no.
Oh.
I neglected to go live on Facebook.
Oh, no.
Oops.
That's okay.
So you're joining us 6 minutes late on Facebook. Sorry about that, Facebook. You can catch the first 6 minutes on YouTube if you want. Oopsie daisy. So let's catch you up to speed. We just came as we are today. General Conference 2025 break.
Mm-hmm.
Only one more session left to go. Have they already announced all the temples? I haven't seen that in my feed yet.
Oh, I haven't seen.
And we're going to query
look.
ChatGPT. Should we do that now?
Query chat GPT? Sure.
About what we've missed in General Conference. And
Yeah.
you've got a headphone thingy, don't you?
Yes, I do. Let me
Okay.
pop that in. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to multitask here.
Yeah, let me know how your volume is when you get a second.
Oh, good.
So that I don't blow your ear out.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, and then do you want to do a little tutorial about your mask first?
Well, there's not really too much to talk about with it. This one is just a clay mask, which is really good for getting rid of any like impurities, et cetera, et cetera. So it's good for like clearing up zits.
Okay.
Thankfully, I don't have a lot right now, but I just got off of a really bad stint of having like 4 massive ones on my face. So, I'm a little late to the party with this one. But I really like this one because it is a anti-stress mask. And I need that in my life because I'm always stressed.
I love the color.
Yeah, the
I
color's
can't get
fun,
over it.
right?
Yeah.
Whoops. Sorry, that sort of exploded.
It went somewhere.
Whoops.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about masks is that sometimes you get these little air pockets and then you end up farting everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops, what you gonna do?
And then too much comes out like sometimes that'll happen with my toothpaste.
Yes.
Okay, let's find out how up to date ChatGPT is, and I think it is. Hey there, can you tell us the recent, latest, hottest General Conference 2025 news, please?
You might need to be more specific about which general conference.
Let's see.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, good point.
But you might
Little
be right.
experiment.
Yeah.
Hey, could you clarify which general conference you're referring to? Is
I'm
it a tech
so
conference,
good.
a religious one, or something else?
Give us 3 minutes on the latest happenings and findings and revelations and stuff regarding General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints 2025, please. Give us the highlights. We're going
At
to get
the
a little
April-
church on up in here. I'm sorry. Please continue, ChatGPT. Please continue. Sorry.
Mhm. I love that
No
she
worries.
waits like a school teacher. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you cut her off.
I'm the worst.
Sorry. Please continue.
No problem. So some key points were new temples announced, a focus on unity and service, and messages about strengthening families. There was also an emphasis on mental health and finding peace.
Okay. Can you give us more specifics, particularly about which temple locations were announced?
17 new temple locations were announced, including Juchitán de Zaragoza in Mexico, Santa Ana in El Salvador, and Medellín in Colombia. Plus, the Syracuse, Utah temple dedication is set for June 8th, 2025.
Give us the complete list of temples announced.
All right, the complete list includes temples in Juchitán de Zaragoza, Mexico, Santa Ana, El Salvador, Medellín, Colombia, Oslo, Norway, Edinburgh, Scotland, Des Moines, Iowa, Perth, Australia, and more. Each was chosen to serve growing congregations.
You just gave us 7. I asked for the entire list. Please list the other 10.
Got it. The other 10 are Fairbanks, Alaska, Tampa, Florida, Charlotte, North Carolina, Maracaibo, Venezuela, Cagayan de Oro, Philippines, Viña del Mar, Chile, Jacksonville, Florida, Naga, Philippines, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Lagos, Nigeria.
Very comprehensive. Thank you.
Funny.
In the future, when I ask for a list of 17 things, please give me all 17 things.
Yes.
Got it. Thanks for
Thank you. When do you predict ChatGPT? When do you predict a temple in Ammon, Idaho? Based on the temple's schedule that the LDS Church has had in the past, when would you most likely predict a temple for Ammon, Idaho?
It's tough to predict exact timelines, but if growth continues and there's a need, Ammon, Idaho could be considered in the coming years. It's all about congregation size and regional needs.
Kind of like a Bass Pro Shop, right?
Right. Or a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she gave
Maybe
us something.
We cut her off again. Yeah. No, it's all right. Any more questions for the chat? Okay. ChatGPT, give us the top takeaway from this most recent General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
The top takeaway was definitely the emphasis on unity and service, encouraging everyone to come together and strengthen their communities.
Give us the top quote.
One standout quote was, "Let us be unified in love and purpose, serving one another as the Savior would."
Sweet.
Okay.
Hey, thanks. And then when is Easter Sunday?
Easter Sunday in 2025 is on April 20th.
I'm sorry. Did she just say 420?
Why, yes, she did.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, of all the days to know that you're going to have lots of sweets and deviled eggs around the house, I think that's the day.
That's the day. Okay.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun for some folks, especially rebellious teenagers. Cool cousins. I think we'll really enjoy that day.
Uncles?
Yeah, some uncles, the ones that are still single and live at home.
Yes, the ones that you never really talk about at family dinner.
Yeah, those ones. I think they'll have a really good time. Yeah, I think, and also cool moms who are trying to, act cool in front of their teens.
The Instagram, no, really, I'm a cool mom.
Those ones. Yep.
Amy Poehler in Mean Girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Victoria's Secret pink sweats.
Sorry,
Or
those were
Lululemon.
Juicy Couture.
Oh, were they? Oh, my bad.
How dare you?
Oh, my.
Get it right.
I'm so okay. Right. My super bad.
Which, by the way, those have actually been making a comeback lately.
Yeah.
In a really fun way. So I kind of want to get myself some, but they keep doing jogger style ones, which are not accurate, by the way. They need to be the yoga pants style ones with the flared bottom. If they don't have that, then they're not accurate, babes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I want the juicy across the butt or not, though.
Yeah.
But,
I was going to ask how you feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can be cute on other people, but I don't know if I would like it, especially because I don't want to hear my butt clink when I sit on hard surfaces. I don't want the little
Yeah.
gems to scrape against it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of little gems, Righteous Gemstones tonight, Max, right? 8 p.m., right? Our time?
Yeah, something
10
like that.
Eastern, 8 Mountain, I think.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Only 6.7% of the nation's population is here in the Mountain Time Zone, so they DGAF about us.
Right. I feel like I've got a hair on my nose.
Wait, do that eye thing again.
Oh, yeah. So I actually have you know what? Someone just asked me the other day what my dumb talent was, and I didn't show them this, and I feel stupid.
Okay.
Instead, I showed them all of the weird tongue things I can do. So I can do the taco, the clover, and I can flip my tongue both ways. You want to see it?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
and then,
You okay? Well, yikes. Yes, you can. Now, what's the clover? Is that's the clover? Okay. All right.
yeah, that little thing.
Huh.
But I also have learned to cross my eyes independently of each other.
Whoa.
So I can do both in the middle, or I can do just one and then the other. And I've been trying to do this thing where I try to do like a Newton's cradle with my eyes, where I like cross one and then I try to
have it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
have one
hard.
eyeball bounce the other one.
Exactly.
over.
I'll see if I can do it for the camera.
There's no way I can do that. It's really
hard.
close.
Thank you. Yeah. And the hard part is you can't watch yourself do it.
Right.
So it's all just guessing.
We'd have to set you up in front of a video camera on the IFAF casting couch.
Right.
And yeah, you just have to do it till you think you've got it, then
Right.
watch it back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How's that mask feeling?
It feels good. It's really cooling, which is
Okay.
really nice. Now, there's this one mask that I freaking love that I'm almost out of, so I need to go out and buy another one. But it's the Ore Hendrickson, I think is the name. But it's their like cooling plunge mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. So I got it first as a sample from, I think it was Sephora, like way back in the day. And it was just a teeny tiny little tube. But first off, that little tube lasted me damn near a year. I was really impressed by how long I was able to make that stretch. But I noticed as soon as I took it off the very first time, an actual visible difference in my skin.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, it was the best. And it felt really good on the face. And it was actually a similar color to this, although I
and
think
where
it
do
was
you
an
get
even Sephora.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's kind of spendy. Like,
That
I
sounds
think
right.
the bigger, like the average size bottles are like $50 or something ridiculous like that. Worth every penny.
Mm.
It is the best mask I've ever used. Yeah.
Do you remember the name of it? Did you say the name of it?
Ore Hendrickson Cool Plunge Mask.
Okay.
Something like that.
Huh.
I can Google it if people really care.
Now, at some point, are you going to be able to peel this thing off in one piece?
This one is not a peel off. This one
Okay.
is a wipe off. But that's okay with me. I actually have a towel and I have my little face scrubbies over
Oh,
here.
you're all set.
So I'll be good.
Yeah, everything you have is pink and heart-shaped right now.
Yeah, basically. Even the pocket
crazy.
on my PJs is a little pink heart.
Wild.
It's why I love these PJs so much. I thought these were so cute.
Very
yeah.
cute.
You know, I actually kind of have a thing for satin pajamas. So when I was 7 years old, my mom got me my very first pair of satin pajamas. They were these adorable pink Hello Kitty ones where she was dressed as like a little angel. So it was a pink with like little clouds all over it and Hello Kitty everywhere. They were the best pajamas I ever had. And I loved the feeling to the point where after that, I was like, Mom, can I get silk pajamas like every single year? And, you know, I didn't realize that silk and satin were different things, but
I
She knew
still
what I
get
meant.
them mixed up.
yeah. Yeah. But
Is Hello Kitty still hot with the kitties?
Oh, absolutely.
With the kids? Yeah.
Yeah, Hello Kitty is an icon. She will never die.
Yeah. There's a whole Sanrio store. I bet you there's one like in Vegas too.
Oh, yeah.
But I went to the one at Hollywood and something.
There's one in Acapulco.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember walking by it. It was really cool.
So any resort area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, ever since then, I've been such a satin pajama fiend. And almost anytime I buy myself PJs, I go with satin. Just because I feel like it's cooler.
Yeah.
You know, it feels better year round. And I think they just look bougie.
I think I did satin sheets once.
I love satin sheets.
I got a little too excited about them.
Did you?
Yeah, because you just feel sensuous all the time.
I know. They're kind of nice,
I'm like, no, sometimes I just need jersey knit or flannel.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was using satin sheets for the longest time recently, but I switched to regular cotton sheets not too long ago. Mostly because I noticed that my satin sheets, my blanket would end up falling off the bed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because between
They just slide right off.
it was a little too
no
slidey.
friction. Yeah.
Yeah. So I finally was like, okay, between my pajamas and my, sheets, this is a little too much satin.
Well, and your cat's snagging them with their claws.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's the worst part. And so they look so crappy so soon,
Uh-huh.
Plus, heaven forbid I haven't pumice my heels or something lately and they're really scratchy because then I'll leave like little
Right.
holes where my feet were.
Or when your toenails get Shrek-like.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Are we on? Are we streaming? Are we rolling? Okay, it looks like.
should be.
Okay, yeah. We've been on YouTube for 19 minutes. Okay, and only 13 on Facebook. Yep, that's where I
Okay.
screwed up. Oopsies. Next, I thought I hit Facebook first.
That's so funny.
I did not.
Ain't that just the way?
You live and learn.
Yeah.
And Facebook is deleting live videos after 30 days now.
Yeah, which is kind of a bummer, but at least they'll still be available on YouTube. And in this case, it'll actually be a more complete version of the video. So it works out.
Yeah, and if you miss this entire show, you're not missing much.
Right.
Okay. So I thought, do we want to move on? Do we want to? Let's try these.
Yeah, can we?
About not quite a year ago.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it was, you know what? It was last General Conference, I think.
Oh, funny.
It was fall 24.
Right. Uh-huh.
And here we are in spring of 25, 6 months later.
Uh-huh.
We had a conversation about what's the best church candy.
Mm-hmm.
And a church candy has to be quiet. I think that's
Yes.
the number one thing.
Yeah, right. Especially because you don't want to alert the rest of the congregation that you got snackies.
Right.
Yeah.
Or else the pastor is going to pull like a teacher and say, "Did you bring enough for all of us?"
Yeah, that's definitely what they would do.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hop up and grab those?
I'll grab them. Well, can you imagine the bishop or even a prophet of the LDS church stopping General Conference down and going, "Hey, did you bring enough for the whole congregation?" That'd be hilarious.
Man, especially with General Conference, like, that's a massive amount of people.
Yeah.
You would, like, you'd
How
have
many
to have an
people can-
entire trench coat full of those just to, like, you'd have to have, like,
You-
one of those, like those merchant trench coats with, like, just tons of pockets, just full of those, you know? You walk up,
The guy
pull
on a
it
street
open.
corner in New York.
yes.
Yeah, showing his Rolex, fake Rolexes.
Right.
I think this is a segment that I will not benefit from at all.
Oh, really? You don't like these?
I don't like either of these flavors. We have
Oh,
strawberries and cream
I love strawberries and cream.
and peaches and cream.
Now, I just realized today, right now when you were showing me those, that that's not oranges and cream,
Yeah.
which is what the Lifesavers ones are. So I'm kind of excited to try the peaches and cream one because I've never had one like that.
But moreover than that, moreover than the flavor of candy, you'll notice it says
Scripture
candy. Can we get a shot of that? Can you get that? Can we get a shot of that? So each candy, I think, has scriptures.
That's so funny. Which is, I think, the most appropriate candy you could possibly have for church.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you do get busted, at least you're, getting your scripture on.
Right.
I'm just reading the scriptures.
And the smartest thing too is like, okay, so my dad always gave me the cream Lifesavers when I was a kid, when we were in church
Cream
together.
Savers.
Yeah, the cream savers. Thank you. And these ones, so I was a fiend for him. So I would have him like constantly giving me one, like as soon as I finished one, and I would chew them too. So I was going through them fast.
Okay.
But these are genius because then the dad can be like, hey, I'm going to give you candy, but every time I do, you need to read that scripture and,
yeah.
maybe even like be able to tell me about it later.
Right. Memorize
like
the
that.
scripture first.
Right. Before I'll give you another.
Hand me the wrapper. I'll
Yeah.
read it. You say it.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant.
Which one of these do you want to try first?
Let's try the peaches and cream first.
Okay. Peaches
that'll
and
be fun.
cream.
Especially because I've never had that flavor, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Let's read the verse here. Follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Matthew 4:19. Okay. Sweet. I always try to get the packaging, but
Yeah, you've been struggling with that lately.
okay, yeah, off to a bad start. Let's
Yeah, but
that's the kind of candy wrapper we're
the
talking
nice
about.
thing is that you can open it pretty easy and pretty quietly because all you do is pinch the bottom and it pops out the top. Or at least that's what we did when I was a kid.
Okay.
So you're less likely, you're not
yeah,
going to
so-
accidentally open it and it's going to fly away from you or something.
I don't think you can do that with these.
Oh no, I got it.
You did?
I think you're just struggling with wrappers lately.
I'm pressing hard.
Clearly.
Yeah.
That
For-
had sort of a weird flavor when you first pop it in.
For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Romans 10:13.
Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Matthew 7:7.
Are these guys going to do this the whole time?
I
No.
think that's nice.
No. But we thought that maybe you need a little Jesus in your life.
That's a good one. And if you're not checking out the A Little Jesus Instagram, it's actually a local Instagram and it's really cute and funny. He puts little Jesuses all over town.
Somebody
and you
bought
can go and
like
find them.
5,000 of them on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see them on gas pumps
Mm-hmm.
and in
Door
banks.
frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of crazy places. Yeah.
Once we show this to you, you might see one in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
It did have a weird taste right up front.
Mm-hmm.
Like it tastes like the plastic mold it was sitting in or something.
Yes, so right. That's what I thought.
Definitely a hard candy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I made a mistake. When I went to get my water, I totally forgot to get us some paper towels.
Ah, it's all right.
Yeah. I might go do that now really quick.
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah. Especially because I do like this, and I actually think it tastes pretty good.
Okay.
But I don't want to be sitting here sucking on hard candy the entire time.
Right.
Especially because it makes me talk stupid. So I'll be right back.
It's almost as annoying, I imagine, as ice in our drinks. Hey, Jeff. What's up, cheese bags? Happy Sunday. Happy blessed Sunday to you and yourn, my brethren. We're just eating scripture candy. Don't recommend it. Who really makes this? Oh, at least 10% of all profits are given to Christian ministries.
So you're saying that the profits are given to prophets?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, this is a product of Pakistan. That's funny.
Oh, interesting.
But it's distributed by Scripture Candy, Inc. in Birmingham, Alabama. That sounds right.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. But yeah, I will say the one thing they could fix is they could get slightly quieter wrappers. Oh, I have a paper towel if you'd like it.
No, you just got me this.
Well, but I thought maybe to put your hard candy on, but it looks like you've solved that problem.
I'll just stick it in the carpet.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for later.
Yeah. Save it for later.
Yeah.
That hairy, hard candy carpet feeling.
I will say so far, I do still like cream savers better.
Yeah.
But to be
These
fair,
are not good.
Well, and the peaches and cream is a different flavor than what they do. So I'm kind of interested to see how the strawberries and cream holds up because they actually do have a strawberries and cream. So, yeah.
So you'll be able to compare in your mind anyway.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was a fiend for these as a kid. Well, for cream savers as a kid.
Apples
so
and
I feel
oranges.
like I've got a pretty good idea of what they taste like.
Brother Nelson. Jeff Henry's on.
Oh, nice.
Say hi to Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. How's it going? Oh, that one was perfect, but it was a little loud. Did you hear it?
Or should I say Elder Henry? Yeah, I did hear it kind of pop.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a pop.
Oh, no, this one. Okay, this one. I must have had extra strong glue on the last one. But this one does do that that thing.
The strawberry ones are fantastic. Much better than the peach ones. Although, you said that these are distributed from a company in Alabama, right? So I can see why they went with
Birmingham, Alabama.
I can see why they went with peaches because I know that's a really popular flavor in the South.
Yeah.
You know, versus like oranges, like Lifesaver or Cream Savers do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the strawberries are phenomenal.
So that's how big they are.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a peppermint, but it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's strawberries and cream.
Speaking of,
This is good.
have you ever had an actual legitimate bowl of strawberries and cream?
Like at some hotel once, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the best place to get them, though, is any restaurant that has wheels underneath it, because those always have the best. You know, I know that there's one by
Like
the
a
river.
food truck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm making a food truck joke here.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I don't know what. Okay, my
like at the farmer's market, maybe.
right.
Yeah.
But also my rule of thumb for like any kind of specialty or ethnic food is either the uglier the restaurant is or the more mobile it is, the better the food is.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was like, dude, I'd never get food from a food truck. Are you kidding? You know
I don't know why you would deprive yourself from that joy.
that the city of Idaho Falls goes around and checks those.
Right.
They're some of the cleanest operations ever.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and they have much higher, maybe not higher, but they're more, there's more overview on those. You know, restaurants people just sort of assume are doing okay, so I don't think they check in as much. Yeah.
Speaking of the city of Idaho Falls, and I'm seeing this posted like everywhere. I bet if I scroll down.
Hi, Cammie Day. Nice to see ya.
Hi, Cammie Day. Have a Cammie Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the hands-off rally.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't we have one here? Was that yesterday?
Yes.
But it was so cool. Somebody was just taking a video of the rally, and they inadvertently got both water towers in it.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Okay.
This
that
thing is
almost
now
makes you
officially...
makes you want to go and recreate that shot. What were you going to say?
Well, yeah. So, if they were on Broadway, the Broadway Bridge, on the north end, like catching the action on the south end by the
Right.
Japanese Friendship Garden, They were just, they panned from the old water tower to the new water tower. And it's like, yep, that's permanent for the next what? 80 years?
Yeah.
That's 88. How long did our ex-water tower... Okay, yes. Hi, Beth. Great to have you here. Yes, she said, yes, we did. That was yesterday. And
nice.
maybe it was even your video that I saw.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
We've got this new one.
Yeah. I kind of wonder how long the old water tower is going to stay up now that the new one is up.
Yeah.
You know? Do you think it's going to be like a couple of months? Do you think it's going to be a year or two?
Plug for our show tomorrow. And really at this point, I mean, I don't know. We're aggregators and commentators is what we are.
Yeah.
But
even curators, maybe.
Tomorrow morning, episode 87, comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have that time-lapse video from the city of Idaho Falls. If you haven't seen it, the Museum of Idaho did a really cool time-lapse.
Pretty cool.
From their second story, Mezzanine? I don't know Italian floor names.
Mezzanine.
Okay. And whatever the second floor of it is. And
I think it's an open concept second floor. That's what makes it a mezzanine. I don't know. I'm not an architect. I'm doing my best here.
Hang on. We never have to wonder again.
I mean, that's true.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Can you tell me what a mezzanine is?
Sure. What are you referring to? Mezzanine level, mezzaluna, or something else?
Mezzanine level.
A mezzanine level is an intermediate floor between the main floors of a building, often overlooking a larger open space like a lobby. It's not counted as a full floor, and it's great for adding extra space.
So mad props to me for busting out mezzanine.
Right.
And mad props to you for knowing that was the right word.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure.
So technically my mouse cage that I just made has a mezzanine.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't have an official second floor, but it does have a couple of little platforms that hold the wheel and the little teeter-totter for her.
I think...
Quick mouse update, by the way.
Yeah.
I actually took her in and had it determined that she is a girl. And I have decided to actually go with a different name, technically, because at the time that I got her, there were a couple of days when I needed my aunt to babysit for me. And she was sort of jokingly calling her Matilda, which I thought was really cute. And I promised her basically that if I found out later that it was a girl, I would call her Matilda. I meant to check that a lot sooner, but I got worried about her getting skittish from being around another skittish mouse. So I decided to put off getting her a companion until just recently. And that's why I just barely found out that it's a girl.
That's hot.
Yeah.
So it's Matilda.
Matilda now, which I think is so cute for a mouse.
It was Dancer because Tiny and Dancer and...
Yes. Well, and also when you'd feed her, she would sort of like move her arms and it looked like she was dancing. It was really cute. Yeah.
Beth says, we had a great turnout for the rally and only a couple unpleasant counter-protesters.
Yeah, I did hear that one guy was, one counter-protester was drunk and had to be escorted away. Which, like, come on, dude. Anytime you want to counter-protest something, the worst possible thing you can do for your credibility is show up drunk and belligerent.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry you had to deal with that. It sounds like it was unpleasant, but hopefully the rest of it went well for you. Yeah. I definitely am a big proponent of free speech and,
I'm about that First Amendment.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Constitution all the way, baby.
Yeah, and our Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution. What's that from
like
again?
That guy.
Oh, right.
There's
that
a guy somewhere in California that shows up to, or maybe it's not in California, but he plays the part of a California surfer dude.
Yeah, that was funny.
Very important part of this institution.
I love that, honestly. I think shortening stuff like that is hilarious. Peak comedy.
Yeah. He talked about the Epstein list and how that was no good. So he wanted to create a Keanu list.
Right.
Of all the NAR bros.
Verified good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keanu is a verified good guy.
And he'll I guess he'll wait his turn to speak at whatever city council meeting it is. He'll go up and speak, and then I think he'll just download the video because I think, by the way, did you know that all of Idaho Falls city council meetings and stuff are online?
Yeah.
Did you know that? Go to citizenportal. Is it .ai?
Oh, I don't remember.
I subscribed to it because your uncle told me about it.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, if you Google Citizen Portal, Idaho Falls City Council meetings, I'm sure you'll find the same thing I found. It's the same internet we're using.
Right.
But,
Also, Cammie Day says that I need to show my little mouse. You are in luck, Cammie, because in a couple of different episodes we have, and maybe we'll even post a little video or something on our Facebook sometime today so you can see just that.
I think 84, 85.
Yeah, 84 or 85 I know we've got. Have we shown the newest cage yet?
We have not. I had it on my
Oh.
phone. I had it in my notes. We didn't cover it.
Well, Cammie Day, you're going to be in for a treat pretty soon then, because we are going to be uploading that any day now. And I will say I'm very proud of this new cage. My dad and I built it together, which was really nice for bonding. But my dad, okay, can I talk about what a genius my dad is?
I wish you would.
So I basically came up with this design where you could open either the top or the front of it, and the front would be like plexiglass and it would slide into a frame, basically, was sort of my thought. But the thing about that is, especially if I got 2 mice, and this thing's, it's pretty wide, it's pretty big, and I had to lift the entire piece of glass, then it would risk letting, like, if, one of my if one of my mice was over on one side and the other was over there, it'd be hard to sort of get them from both ends. So instead, what he proposed and what we ended up doing is he was like, hey, instead of having to lift the entire piece of glass every time you want to get in to see them, what if instead we built a little door and you could just open the little door in the middle of the glass so that you don't have to worry about the corners? And I was like, Dad, brilliant.
Brilliant. And, it just occurred to me while we have, until we have a producer and a director and stuff that can help us out with this, this is what you'll get on the live shows. But I can actually hold the phone up to.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that's the cage. And I think you can see my little mousey in that picture somewhere. I can't quite tell from here. Let me see if I can get close.
Yeah, I can't either. But, I mean, doesn't that look like a pink party palace?
It's pretty fancy. I'm very proud of it.
Chappell Roan could write a song about this thing.
Yeah, right? And I actually have been considering putting a second floor in there somehow, but I haven't decided exactly how to go about that yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it does have a mezzanine for now.
It does. It does. And
think
maybe
I'll
I'll
take
even
a
get a
stroll
couple
on the
more
mezzanine.
platforms at some point.
Perhaps it needs a promenade.
Yes. You know what? You know what it needs? It needs some tubes. Some little tubes for her to run up like a little hamster. That'd be fun. I love little mouse tubes. Any tubes for rodents, I'm a fan of.
I just caught a glimpse of myself in the camera, so I want to mention this episode's promo shirt, Dirt Excavation, Mr. Chili Dog, Joshua Dibka.
Right.
He bought us chili dogs at Mitchell's Truck Stop.
He's a super cool guy.
Big old quarter-pound beasts.
Man, those were some dang good chili dogs, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it was just an honor to hang out with Idaho Falls royalty,
Yeah,
He
right.
didn't even realize this is kind of, and I'm not saying you're humble, Josh, because he's not.
But I like that about him.
But in the best way.
He's charming.
In the best
Yeah.
way. But he didn't even know how popular he was with 60,000 engagement points or whatever. I've
It was
noticed
impressive.
he's started doing this diplomatic little thing when people are fighting a little bit, when there's a controversial post.
Oh, yeah?
When there's a hot take that's polarizing the people, he'll just pop on with a little comment about chili dogs.
I love that. That's really nice.
Blessed are the peacemakers,
I
Josh.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. You are a genius.
It's a
I
beatitude.
love it. Yes. Also, Cammie Day just said, I recently rescued a jumping spider on the sidewalk at Love at First Bite. I named him Pier. Love your mouse house. So awesome to spend time with your dad building it. Love it.
Well, aren't you sweet, Cammie?
That is sweet. I think Cammie might be sweeter than me because I can handle the rodents and the critters and stuff, but the second they have an exoskeleton, I struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, spiders I can't do. But I have seen the really cute jumping spider videos, and I will admit, those are actually pretty cute.
Do you want another one of these?
Not right now.
Yeah, I'm
Matter
good.
of fact, do you want to try some of the Easter candy that we have?
Yeah. Do you want to?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, and should I have totally grabbed the Barbie jelly beans, or should we save those for another?
I don't know. I mean, jelly beans are an Easter thing. We still have 2 weeks to Easter.
Right.
We could do that for episode 88,
We could.
88,
We
88,
could.
88.
But also, I really want to try them so that I can eat them. So I guess we might grab those
Let's
in a
do it.
minute. Okay.
Yeah,
But
all
first, let's start with the stuff that I do have in here.
Okay.
You know what? Speaking of the fact that Easter is going to be on 4/20, why don't we start with some edible grass? Which, I mean, whether or not you buy this, I'm sure there will be some folks
I see
participating
what
in
you did there. Yeah.
Right. Just remember that 421 is National Drug Testing Day. So
Yeah.
be careful.
National Drug Testing Monday.
Yeah, right?
Huh. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Interesting that, I mean, it kind of feels like Easter basket grass.
Mm-hmm.
So they nailed the look and the feel.
The mouth texture reminds me a lot of those sugar wafers. You know, the kind, like, you can get them in strawberry and they're kind of
Yes.
layered. Like, if you just had the cookie and no
Yes.
cream. Now, these are supposed to be
And
green
those-
apple flavor.
Those will melt in your mouth.
I'm not getting any of that.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's just really light.
It's very light. Okay, maybe getting a little. Maybe I was expecting a sour apple.
This would definitely
You want a
be
little more?
something, yeah, like when Willy Wonka brings you into the first room.
Right.
This would definitely be growing along the chocolate river
Right, I agree.
before you fell in and the Oompa Loompas sang a song about your demise.
Makes me feel like a horse.
Hey. Well, especially if you do it like that.
Took me a second, but I got it.
But yeah, you called it.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of texture and perhaps material,
Mm-hmm.
it tastes like it's made out of the same stuff wafer cookies are made out of.
Yeah.
Cream-filled wafer cookies.
Not bad.
I mean, it just dissolves. Boom.
Certainly edible.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire bag is only 100 calories.
I'm not saying it's good,
Yeah.
but it's
But-
kind of fun.
Yeah, well, and if you needed it for like an Easter cake or something like this, it's
Yeah.
a great solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially because the flavor is so subtle that you can pair it with other stuff without it being overwhelming
Yes.
to the palate.
Right.
So yeah, I'm down for that.
I love doing Michelin star quality reviews on shitty dollar store products.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, which speaking of, the other day I had to go the other day I was at Verizon and there was like a half-hour wait because the guy I had been working with earlier went to lunch and I wanted to make sure that he got my sale because he'd spent way too long explaining something to me and I felt
that
really
nice of
dumb.
you?
Yeah, so I went to the Dollar Tree down the way because I wanted to kill some time. And while I was there, I picked up 2 Easter bunnies for me, 2 chocolate bunnies.
Oh,
One that was a strawberry chocolate bunny with Rice Krispies in it, and one that is a white chocolate Fruity Pebbles bunny. I know.
by the makers of that
Yes,
one.
that one candy bar.
If
Ooh la la.
You'll see them in C stores. The Fruity Pebbles bar.
They're so good.
So good. And
Just
I'm not even a white
decadent.
chocolate fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, these are Sour Poppin' Candy by Warheads.
Okay.
You'll see that it's Easter themed because the guy has bunny ears and whiskers. That is it.
So that's how you tell.
And this is berry blue flavor,
Okay.
not blueberry,
Berry
blue.
Aye.
which is different. Especially because it appears to have a raspberry, a blackberry, and a strawberry on it. No blueberries in sight, by the way. Oh, and I'm dumb. It's actually bunny berry. I can't read.
Bunny berry. Okay.
Okay. Oh, and it's egg stream. That's funny. Ooh, interestingly enough, though, the powder is pink. All right, give that a go.
What the hell is your branding, you guys?
Well, like I said, I accidentally mixed it up because I thought it said berry blue, but it says bunny berry. I looked at it really quick and didn't actually,
Now I want to be able to hold it up so you can see it, but
There
I'm
you
not
go.
sure how to do that other than that.
Yeah, that-
is that
I'll have, it's a little delay, so let me see. Yes, that looks good.
okay. Great.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to dump it in my mouth. I
Yeah.
don't even give a shit.
Whoa.
Ooh. A sour.
Sour
Mm-hmm.
and delicious.
Really good.
Oh. Really good. Oh, it's so good.
It hit me right in the back of the throat.
Uh-huh.
Like when you accidentally get something spicy.
That's what
At last?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That's good. I always loved Pop Rocks when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
By far one of my favorite candies. And they're so funny to give to babies. I love that. Now, similarly, we also have an Easter Kool-Aid popping candy.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I wonder if... No, these are all tropical punch. I wanted to see if they were different flavors. But they are not.
The flavor and the sour is there.
Yeah, it's really nice, actually. I like it a lot.
That is quality.
Yeah. All right.
And if I'm a kid,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be way more into stuff like this than chocolate.
Oh, I think it depends.
I remember as a kid, like, chocolate was in the same category as fruit and nuts. It was like earthy candy.
Okay, maybe they were giving you the wrong chocolate then.
I just like gummy, Jolly Rancher.
You're kind of still that way.
Yeah.
Like when you want a sweet little treat, you reach for Good and Plenty.
Yeah, well,
You psycho.
that's a weird black licorice thing that I have. Yeah.
Now, here's something interesting. The tropical punch flavor, you would anticipate being red, right? Because I think that's what it usually is for Kool-Aid. It's blue in these candies. So I'll let you have the first of that as well.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but
What?
guess who I just got a text from? You're not going to believe this.
Who?
Sorry. I want to make sure.
Uh-huh.
Nathan Osmond.
Oh, nice. Funny.
So he's an Osmond.
Oh, nice.
Is he?
Okay.
I don't know. Donnie's nephew, cousin, something. Anyway, but he's selling his home in American Fork.
Oh, that's exciting. Good for him. You could own an Osmond property.
Yeah. So give me a call.
Yeah, right?
Give us a call here at Mike's Help Idaho and sometimes Utah. What we would do is actually refer you
To another agent, yeah.
one of our partners down there. Yeah, I've got a couple that. Okay. Now, is this the first you're giving me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to take all of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I would like some too.
You can't tell because there's hardly any at the bottom.
I know. But that's kind of how all of popping candies usually are. You know, they really ought to put them in those like crystal light tubes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that would
great
make more
idea.
sense.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be a lot less packaging waste, in my opinion. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes.
You want a little
So
more?
good. Are you serious? Yeah. Can I kill it?
Kill it.
Did we just get one packet apiece or two?
Oh, no, we've got like 4.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought we'd only open one for now. Because, you know, waste not, want not. There we go. That's nice. I like that one a lot.
That is great.
And it's fun.
It tastes like blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Sour, sweet. Pow.
Yeah. And
Yes,
it's technically
yes,
tropical
yes.
punch Kool-Aid, just so you know.
Okay, tropical
Yeah.
punch.
Still really good, though.
Oh, man.
Now, that in mind.
Maybe it was the
we're-
color blue that threw me.
Yeah, right. Now, since we are on this little kick, I am going to go get those Barbie jelly beans
Okay.
because Mama want.
Okay.
Okay? I'll be right back.
Eating the Easter candy early.
That's what all the parents are doing.
So, yeah, Nathan Osmond selling his home. Moving out June 1st. 3,386 square feet. 5-bedroom, 3-bath in American Fork. I can send you that video of the home if you want.
All right. Now, these ones are an actual Jelly Belly product. They are also Barbie brand, which is so fun. And basically, they've got Jewel Bubblegum, Strawberry Cheesecake, Jewel Berry Cherry, Cotton Candy, and a Strawberry Boba Milk Tea flavored jelly beans in it, which I think is fun. And I feel like it would be even more fun if we each took a bean and tried to guess what flavor it was.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
But then how would we know? Oh, I guess
we
the
can look at
power
the
of
packaging.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The one thing I don't like though is that they put the tear ticks on the same side as the key.
Oh, you dumbasses.
Dumb.
No, well, no, turn it around. Let's
I
get
know,
some
don't worry.
scissors. We'll do this right.
Don't worry. I can open packaging.
Idiots.
There we go. I didn't even disturb our little thing over here.
Okay.
So we're good. Now, the one thing that I am kind of bummed out about is that they didn't think to put Tutti Frutti in here, which is like the quintessential pink jelly bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
I'll
even
let you
have.
choose a bean.
Okay. I'll to just take the one closest to me because
I
that's how
love
I
it.
was taught to do it in polite society
Oh, fair.
when I went to finishing school.
Now, I'm going to do a half so I can compare the outside if I can't figure it out. Ooh! I think that's the strawberry milk tea. Yes, I definitely think that's what that is.
What are the flavors again? What are
So
my
there's
choices?
bubblegum, strawberry cheesecake, very cherry, cotton candy, and strawberry boba milk tea.
I think I got the same thing.
Really?
It's just a very light.
Yeah, very plain light pink.
No, I bet that's the strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, if it had a little speckles, I would say it probably is.
This is so, like, I love the branding here. It's all pink Jelly Bellies.
I know, it's really cute.
Yeah.
Which, like, honestly, that's all I want.
Right.
Now, this one has a little luster to it. So I'm thinking this is going to be the Jewel Bubblegum.
And do you remember where you got these?
Target.
Car.
Although I have seen them in other locations. Yep, that's definitely bubblegum.
Okay.
That's nice. That boba milk tea one was really good. I should find you one of those so you can try it.
Okay.
You know what? That's precisely what I will do.
I think this is straight ahead cherry.
I think this is a strawberry milk tea one. Try that one. And yeah, that one is cherry. Because it's the darkest one.
Yeah. As cherry goes, it's great.
Oh, yeah. Good old-fashioned cotton candy. You can't go wrong with that. You want one?
Oh, whoa.
Crazy flavor, huh?
The strawberry boba.
It's good, huh?
I don't know if it's good, but
You don't like it?
it tastes. It's not a waxy taste. It's a, there's something.
Earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earthy about it.
Yeah.
Ew.
Which I like. You know, I
Happy
will
Earth
say,
Day.
I do like how many, like, candies are suddenly becoming a little bit more nuanced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've got kind of different flavors to them rather than just sweet on sweet on sweet on sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that.
Ice cream flavors too, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like that.
Yeah, that Alex brand one, the one that's it's like lavender honeycomb. Oh my gosh. It's
Right.
it's like blueberry honeycomb.
Well, didn't you have like a pistachio matcha or something?
Oh yeah, so that was the matcha chocolate one.
Okay.
And then they also had a cardamom caramel. Oh, so good.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to switch masks.
Time to switch the mask? Okay.
Yeah.
Should we take a quick break here?
Oh yeah, break?
Yeah, I'm going
What
to
are you
take a
thinking?
bathroom break. Do you want to take it off while on break?
Yeah, I can take it off right here.
Or do you
why don't I really
You wanna do
quickly
it on camera?
entertain the audiences for
Okay.
a sec while you go off and do that?
I'll BRB.
Yeah.
Lots of luck there.
I'm going to need it. It's okay. Let's see here. Okay. You know what? Since I'm so good at talking about it anyway, I'm going to talk about my mouse because I love her and I think she's great. So recently I've been trying to get my mouse a little companion. Now, I initially went to PetSmart because it's closest to my house and why not, to look at their mice, and they had some there that were just like, you know, regular whatever mice. I didn't realize that their mice weren't fancy mice, they're feeder mice, which sounds like it's made up. I totally get it. But they're technically two different species of mice, and apparently, here's something fun, kids. Feeder mice and white-footed deer mice, which is what Matilda is, will fight to the death. So I clearly could not get her one of those as a companion. So I'm now currently on the hunt either for, ideally, another white-footed deer mouse. So if anyone knows of one somewhere that's needing, you know, a home, please send them my info. I will happily, you know, go pick them up within reason. Like, don't send me 5 hours away. Or I'm looking for a fancy mouse because according to basically every forum I can find, if you can't find one of the same species, that's the next best bet. Another interesting thing, though, is that fancy mice and deer mice can't procreate because they're two different of species, which I think is kind of neat. And the nice thing is that even if somehow we got her gender wrong, at least we'll not have to worry about babies. But the tricky thing about Matilda is, so I raised her from the time she was probably about a day old. So I was actually looking for, you know, her development to sort of figure out whether she was a boy or a girl. And one of the things that they mention is that the girls, you tend to be able to see the nipples on even when they're really little. And I kept looking and I just really couldn't see them. So that's why I was so sure for the longest time that she was actually a boy. But she also didn't really have any boy parts. So it was kind of nice getting to take her into someone who knew what they were talking about and was able to tell me that they were pretty sure she was a girl too. So that's where we ended up.
Do you need anything while I'm up?
No, I'm actually pretty good. Y'all can't see this, but I've got a horde of goodies around me. So I'm golden. But yeah.
Okay. I got the tail end of that. Did you actually try to look for the little baby mouse boy parts?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, back when she was really little, of course.
Literally, the little baby whiner.
I did. I needed to know if it was a boy or a girl.
We'll give you our review of Bailin' Out Loud on tomorrow's show, too. That's been a fun watch.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah, and sort of heartstrings tugging watch, too.
Yeah, it can be kind of hard to watch sometimes because you feel so much sympathy for the struggles that she goes through.
I hate to see humans suffering. I really
Same.
do. I'll still watch it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and at least her and her family handle it with so much grace and humor.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it a little easier to watch.
You missed a spot there.
Thanks. You don't say.
You don't say. Meh.
Also, to all the guys out there who don't know why girls make the mascara face when they put on mascara, it's so it stretches the skin. It keeps your eyes out of your way.
This face?
Yeah, that face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As somebody who has had mascara put on them before,
it's helpful, isn't
I've
it?
had to do makeup a couple times, like stage makeup and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does help. Well, it's like, okay, dudes, when they shave, like they kind of go like this. Or, you know.
Which is such a smart move, by the
Yeah.
way. I remember seeing it, I think it was you, do that for the first time where you puffed out your cheek, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, brilliant.
That's genius. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were like on another level.
I learned shaving from movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 'Cause my dad couldn't be arsed to teach me.
That's a bummer.
So I'm like, okay, how hard can it be?
I mean, yeah.
Instantly cut my face.
Yeah. Well, especially when razors just weren't as good, you know?
Right.
I feel like it's really only been the last, 30, 40 years that they've been worth a damn?
I don't know. A lot of people are going back to the old-fashioned one
The straight
safety
razors?
razor.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
Yep.
Well, but the thing is that they're not as safe as the dual, like the disposable dual ones now, because those ones kind of
I don't
have a
know.
better casing. Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of, I mean, there's, I don't know what core you call that. 50s grandpa core. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it sharpens the one blade and then it's kept in the little case. And like, I think you'd really have to know what you were doing
Yeah, you kind of do.
to mess with that.
You know, kind of like with straight razors,
Mhm.
you definitely need to have, there's a much more severe learning curve there.
Right.
Yeah. It's definitely not easy. I actually shaved a little patch of my legs with a straight razor once. Yeah, it was a little terrifying, but I used to be really into Sweeney Todd because I'm a big dork. And one year for Christmas, my mom
You're
got
like,
me
how
a
hard
straight
can
razor.
it be? Okay.
Yeah, because like it was supposed to look like one of the props in the movie.
Yeah.
But it was really dull. You know, because of course it was. But I just out of curiosity decided to try to shave a little patch of leg hair just to see how sharp it was and if it was any good. And I ended up with a razor burn in that one little patch because it was very dull. Yeah.
Hey, we're coming up on an hour. Do you want to keep going for a little bit?
I mean, I still have to do another face mask. I think we have to keep going.
Yeah. And just in case you're wondering, is this all they're doing? Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, we're just here to hang out with you. While you
Most-
do your self-care, we're doing ours.
Well, every episode and most of our live episodes, we have some things planned. We have an agenda. We have things to get to. And this is kind of the exact opposite of that. We thought we'd just do a just hanging out show once,
Yeah. Yeah, which I think is nice, honestly.
which is all the kids do.
Yeah, get ready with me's and stuff.
Right. Yeah. It's just hanging out, BSing. Not
Well, I
really,
mean-
like nothing happens.
Right.
No new information, anything like that.
There-
Although we can get a little meta if we want with ChatGPT.
Yes. But I mean, there's a reason why so many people are like, we should make a sitcom about our friend group because, like, we don't do anything, but it's, like, really funny. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Everyone thinks that their friend group should be a sitcom.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I think it's because there's something to just the hanging out bit, you know?
Right.
It's comforting.
Well,
It's
I mean,
nice.
they all grew up on Friends.
Yeah, right?
Hey, I'm so Joey, I'm so Chandler, I'm so Monica, I'm so Rachel. You know, one thing, I love adult animation.
Oh, yeah.
South Park, Rick and Morty, Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, Simpsons even.
Mhm.
And I started watching 2 this week, Brickleberry
Mm-hmm.
and Universal Basic Guys.
Oh, funny. Okay.
And I don't know where they originally aired. They're both off the air now, I think. Or no, Universal Basic Guys just started.
I think Brickleberry was Comedy Central.
Brickleberry was Comedy Central in like 2012.
Right.
Anyway, Universal Basic Guys,
Yeah.
it's just basic.
Oh, I wonder.
It's just like the basic jokes,
How could that
basic
have happened?
premises. Like if you had a boring friend group,
Ah,
this show would be about them.
right.
I kind of like the concept. They worked at a hot dog factory and were laid off because of the machines.
Oh, that's funny.
And now they make universal basic income.
Oh.
What do they make? $3,000 a month. So what's that? That's $36,000 a year.
That's a
That's-
pretty good basic income.
Well, I don't know. What's the poverty level?
Not that.
Hang on a second.
I don't remember off the top of my head though.
Why? Okay. What
Well,
is the
seriously.
poverty level average poverty level in states across America? What annual income?
For 2025, the poverty level for a single person is an annual income of $15,650. For a family of 4, it's $32,150.
Okay, so, and these guys have families.
Mm-hmm.
So if the poverty level to support a family of 4 is $32,000 a year, they make just above that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're not, going to Tahiti on vacation,
Right. Right.
but they're also not starving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
Anyway.
3,000 a month is not terrible.
No, it's not
You know,
terrible.
could be worse.
It just, I'm just saying basic.
Right.
But Brickleberry is hilarious. It's dark. It's
Mhm.
really dark.
yeah.
Like, it's darker than some of the darkest flashbacks, throwbacks, whatever on Family Guy, cutaways
Uh-huh.
on Family Guy.
Fair enough.
Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
when
Daniel
somebody
Tosh is
gets
in
it off screen, blood splatters on the face that you see.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and Daniel Tosh is the cute little fuzzy bear. Anyway, never seen it before. It takes place in a national park, which has all sorts of possibilities for different premises.
Right. Right. Well, and I will say it's kind of a shame that it's not still on because they'd have so much material now.
Right.
With what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, our funding got cut. I
Uh-huh.
wonder, I've only watched the first season. I wonder if they're going to have a funding got cut episode anyway.
Right. Right. You never know.
What are you putting on your face now?
So this is an energizing jelly mask.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one's kind of nice because it just sort of melts into your skin.
All right.
But I kind of
And it just absorbs it.
Yes, yeah, isn't that nice?
Uh-huh.
Now the one thing is, I kind of did want to do a like a peel off mask, but I'd have to get up to go get it.
If we go for another hour, I got up.
might.
We
Yeah,
can
I
go
might.
up. Hey, anytime we can hit this, what I call the safety slide. I've actually built it in to the software here in case we ever needed it, but we've never used it, but it looks like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
We can this is our walk away for a minute slide if we want.
Mhm.
And, we'd have to cut our mics and stuff,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say, good to know that it does not cut your audio.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I just built that in. I was like,
yeah, that's smart.
well, when you go into a situation, sometimes you want to know where the exits are.
Yes, yeah, just like being in a
or you want to,
public
will I
place.
be able to touch home base?
right.
That sounds like an agoraphobic or something thing to say.
Right, or even, can I go to the bathroom with ease?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if
Mhm.
what if I shit my pants? Do I need to, what if I need
What
to
do you
excuse
do?
myself from
Right, right.
Yeah. You know how when you go on a 4-day vacation, you pack like 8 pair of underwear.
Right, as if you're
That
gonna need
kinda-
them. Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't have that issue, but you never know.
Mhm.
You never know.
Well, and part of why I pack so many undies is because you don't know what you're going to need for that day sometimes. Like, for example, if you're going to like a nice tropical area and you've packed some white pants, you can't just wear black undies with those or else you're going
Right.
to see them.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't know how often you're going to want to wear those white pants, so you pack enough, nude undies that you can wear those the entire trip if you felt like it.
Hey, what's everybody planning for summer vacation? Anyone with baller ass plans out there?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
I don't have one planned. Do you have one planned?
I don't have anything planned. I do kind of want to go visit my cousin.
We do have one just the weekend after Memorial Day weekend, we have something planned.
Remind me again.
Okay. Remember when we watched the Super Bowl and we talked about how
Oh, right. Yes.
for the Google Gemini, which is their AI, Google Gemini with Google Sheets ad, they featured a wildlife tour company in Jackson Hole, Wyoming called Brushbuck Tours.
Right. I'm so excited for that one, by the way.
Well, we talked about them and they saw it and they're like, hey, you guys should come and take a tour. And we're like, yeah, we totally should.
Which was so nice of them.
So it's booked.
Yeah.
We're going we're going the weekend after Memorial Day
Oh
weekend.
my gosh, I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. And we very specifically planned it so that there would be some baby critters.
Yeah.
That was my stipulation.
When I was talking to him, I said, we want to go when there's, the little Yellowstone babies.
Little babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love a baby.
The little baby Waynas.
That's your new favorite phrase, isn't it? It's just so funny.
I don't suffer from Tourette's, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But if I did, I could see how little baby Waynas could get stuck in your head, especially when she says, this is bailing out loud. It's on TLC, but you can stream it on Max.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, tonight on Safari,
I know.
we explore.
Her little accents are funny.
And you can see her head go down as she realizes she's going to have to go through with her tick.
Right.
Like she explains how it's sort of this itch or like an extremely powerful itch.
Yeah.
That if that's instantly relieved when she lets the tick loose.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let the ticks out. Sorry.
Who. But we're going on a full day wildlife tour thing with Brushbuck Tours
I'm so excited.
to see the little spring babies.
I can't wait. It's going to be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, that's all the excitement. We should plan something else. We'll figure it out.
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do something cool. Well,
I'm
and
going
we also have that treehouse thing that I won at the the animal shelter. So we haven't decided on a weekend yet, but I think we're honing in on one. We'll probably go to that. I'm really excited.
And we're excited to do these things so that we can show you.
Yeah.
So
basically.
if you are deciding, should I do that? Hopefully we'll give you enough information you can decide.
Right.
But this treehouse thing in Pocatello that you won for winning the costume contest for singles at the Fur Ball with the Snake River Animal Shelter.
Right. Oh, I'm so excited.
We played the video of Michelle Zeal Dingman, MZD. Happy anniversary, by the way, you two lovebirds.
That was sweet. I loved seeing their pictures.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Was this 30 years, your 30th anniversary? I didn't even think you kids were that old.
Right.
But I'm sure they're not watching. It's their anniversary
Well, I mean,
weekend. Hopefully you're busy.
We can tell if people are watching.
Okay. But we have the video of her like saying to a Karley-less room, Karley Morgan, are you here? You won the thing?
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Anyway, it's this little, the treehouse is an Airbnb atop a 3-story building in Pocatello.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to be fun. And I don't even like heights.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that height inducing, thankfully.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
But imagine walking out your front door and you're still like 3 stories up.
Right. Kind of crazy, huh?
We'll have to pick something where there's something going on down below.
Yeah, that's sort of my hope.
So we can treat it as sort of a 3-story mezzanine.
Yes. There you go. Look at you using your word of the day. Nice vocab word.
Overlook the park area. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Oh, funny. But yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, this one's just absorbing in?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, when you use these face masks in tandem, you kind of got that glittery glow. You
right.
almost
It's
look
nice.
like you've been slimed a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you think this is bad, wait till I put on a peel-off mask.
Okay.
Because that really makes you look like you've been slimed. Have you ever seen American Psycho?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a part in the movie where he puts one on and then he's like peeling it off of his skin. Yeah. They're kind of terrifying, but in a really fun way. Yeah. Man, there was this one mask I had that was from Lush. It was the Barbie jelly mask. It was the summer that Barbie came out. It was the best thing ever. But it was a jelly mask.
Was that just last summer?
2 summers ago.
2 summers now?
I know, it's been so long.
What was the hot movie last year?
Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of those movies, by the way, we went to the drive-in for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which we'll
What's
have
up,
to do
Motor
that again.
View?
But the thing I was saying was, I had this Barbie jelly mask that was so fun because it was like, it was like Jell-O in the cup. You know, like it was the same texture. And then you'd take it out and you'd kind of smush it and put it on. And it felt so good. It was such a good face mask. I'm so sad that it was limited edition because I'd love to get my hands on it again.
Oh, the good stuff always is.
I know, like
the
the Lady Gaga Oreos. Gosh. If someone could recreate those for me someday, I would be forever in your debt.
Does anyone still have some Post Malone Oreos around? Because those were good.
Oh, I've got some in my pantry.
You do?
I do.
I'm going to bring over some creamy coconut
Yes.
Dr. Peppers.
That's the move. Yeah, let's do it. That'd be nice.
Yes. Karley also bought 4 boxes of the Toastiers.
Oh, I did. Yes, I went nuts. Mind you, this is after already having, so I'd already bought 2 boxes and I'd been given a box. So I'm on like, I've had 7 boxes.
Because this year they're going out. They're being
Yes.
discontinued.
Yeah, I haven't broken into my stash of 4 yet, but I plan to.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want a Lady Gaga Oreo situation though, where,
Right.
you know, I craved them for years and years and could never get them again. So
One of the things, will you hold up if you can,
Yeah,
if
I
you've got
can.
a hand free,
Yeah.
the grams that we're going to try tomorrow?
Yes, I
This is also coming on episode 87 tomorrow morning.
So we've got,
We've got all these goldfish grams.
I'm just dropping stuff. Yeah, so we've got cinnamon roll, vanilla cupcake, and strawberry shortcake.
Those.
So good.
Damn.
Yeah, and they were really tasty too. Great for a little picnic, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember Golden Grams cereal?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, those Golden Grams.
I think they're still available.
Anybody sing that song? You know what I got the other day? Oh, did we talk about this on the show? I actually
don't
got some
remember.
Cookie Crisp cereal.
Oh yeah, I think we did talk
And
about that
tried it,
once.
and-
yeah, and it was not as good as I was.
It was meh.
Yeah. My childhood self was like, those are going to be so good. They're going to taste just like cookies. And then as an adult, I tried it for the first time because my parents would never
Right.
have bought those for me as a kid. But I finally got to
Mine
try them
neither.
as an adult. And I was like, aw.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, even if my parents would have bought those for me once, they would have only had to buy 1 box.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you would have been like, okay.
Right. No, we always got the bagged cereal because it was cheaper.
Yeah.
But not too long ago, they
the
were
Fruity
doing...
O's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But not too long ago, they actually did a Cold Stone collab for a while, and they had like the strawberry blonde cereal. Oh man, that was good stuff.
Another limited edition thing.
I think it might still be available.
Okay.
I don't think it was limited edition because
Oh.
they had it for years and years.
All right.
But man, it was so good.
You know what I want to start doing? I want to start shopping in the bulk food section more.
I mean, you can, but are you going to be able to go through it all?
No, well, yeah. I mean, I'll just get a cup of each.
Right.
Thing.
That's a good point.
But like, instead of because I love the Blue Diamond Smokehouse almonds,
Those are good.
but I know that like all the stuff, the list of 15 things that's in them after
Right.
almonds isn't good for you.
Probably not. Yeah,
Trying to do a little more gut health stuff.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm like, the bulk foods for snacking.
You know, I do like the
Be
bulk
good.
food section. Specifically at Winco, they actually have a Tiesta tea bulk food area, and I love me some Tiesta tea. Now, first off, it's a loose leaf tea, which in general tends to be a higher quality tea because the bagged tea is usually like bits and pieces rather than whole leaves. So just the fact that it's a whole leaf means that it's, handled a little bit better and stuff like that.
Is
And a little more
Tiesta,
whole.
is it like a portmanteau between tea and fiesta?
Yes. Yeah. Isn't
Ah.
that cute?
It's super
But,
cute.
but they have a couple of really good flavors, including one that I think is called Fruity Pebbles or something like that.
Okay.
That is phenomenal. It's so good. Yeah. And it tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
It makes you wonder because that's all natural, right?
Uh-huh.
How did they recreate the taste of Fruity Pebbles?
I mean, it's not perfect, but
Okay.
it's pretty darn good.
I mean, probably fruit.
Well, and considering Fruity Pebbles are supposed to be fruit
Pebbles?
flavored, I have to assume that it's
Right.
not that hard to naturally get the flavor.
Is it true
One would
that?
hope.
But is it true that like Fruit Loops are all the same flavor? They're just different colors.
That's what I've always heard, and I do think that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
Kind of
taste.
like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're different flavors.
Speaking of which,
They're all
why
one
would you
unified
even
flavor.
make Rice Krispies anymore when you could make Fruity Pebbles Krispies
Right. I don't know.
or whatever treats?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
They're so superior.
So much better, right?
So much better.
Maybe some people don't like the overwhelmingly sugary taste of it
Yeah, maybe.
because they're pretty sure. But also, if you're going to have basically cereal dipped in marshmallows, why wouldn't you have a better cereal dipped in marshmallows?
Right.
Yeah. Now, that being said, have you ever had a Captain Crunch treat?
No, I'm trying to picture it.
Yeah, so basically just the
Captain
same as a
Crunch,
Rice Krispies treat.
Held together
but-
by butter and marshmallows.
Yep, exactly.
Huh.
But it will tear up your mouth.
Yeah.
Even
well, yeah.
even more than it usually does, because there's not even milk to sort of soften it up.
Right.
You know?
And that's what I did with the Cookie Crisp is I made it as soft as possible. Like I waited until just the last minute to
Right.
wolf down the entire bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the milk left over in the bowl after the Cookie Crisp cereal was awesome.
Right. I would assume so.
But the cereal itself, meh.
Yeah, bummer. I'm sorry. That sounds like such a disappointment. That's so unfair.
Right. Oh, when is our spring episode?
Ooh, good question.
What sounds gross, Greg? You sound gross. No, I'm kidding, bro. How are you? Greg's been awesome to us. Thank you for all your interaction on TikTok, brother.
He is
Appreciate you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally there was like a 6-month period after I was on their show, the Jeff and Greg podcast.
Uh-huh.
You've heard us talk about them. They're the OGs of podcasting in Idaho Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Just celebrated their 15th anniversary last month, February,
Right. Or was it?
March,
Oh, yeah. I think it was last month.
episode 280.
Right.
And I got I had this problem with the t-shirt company that I worked with to get. Anyway, it took 6 freaking months to the point where I reminded Jeff about it twice.
Right.
And both times he said, "Oh yeah, dude, it's no big deal. I figured you forgot." I never forget. Okay. I forget a lot,
Right.
but not something like that.
Not t-shirts.
Anyway, Greg, thanks for
Pretty
being
locked on when it comes to t-shirts.
so
I
kind
am
to
going to
us.
go grab my other mask. I'll be right back.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Easter Sunday, as we've already determined, is 2 Sundays from now. So not tomorrow, episode 87, but episode 88 is where we need to wear our Sunday colors. I mean, our Easter color.
Say next episode or 2 episodes from now?
Next episode.
Oh, good. Yes.
Episode 88 that comes out April 14th. We need to be wearing our Easter pastel colors.
I'm so excited. I made a dress special for it.
Can you believe Q1? Yeah, you made a dress for this thing.
And it's really cute. It might be my favorite one so far.
Q1 is over. Q1 2025 is over.
Crazy, huh?
You know what I've been doing? Ever since COVID, like everybody got a free pass in 2020, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Even if all you did in 2020 was stay alive and drink on the couch, you
Honestly, especially if that's all you did, that's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Man, your liver.
2021 was a great year for me.
Mhm.
But for the last 3 years, I've been thinking, I've been kind of, we got this podcast up and running. That was
Yes.
just a huge, way bigger challenge than I thought it would be.
Right.
And now we've been at it for almost 2 years.
Can you believe? It's wild.
July 1st will be
Matter
our...
of fact, I'm planning on making a new dress for our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fun.
That's right. With
Yeah, I'm hoping I can do it. I have something kind of big planned, and realistically, I don't know if my skills are up to scratch, but we're going to do our darndest.
She's
and do
gonna-
our best.
paint with all the colors of the wind.
Which also, really quick, I want to point out that this is a hemp mask, which I think is appropriate considering Easter's on 420.
All right.
So, kind of fun.
420 mask it.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Go. It's kind of a gooey texture.
So,
Fun.
okay. Oh, we got the Easter episode. Talked about your dress. Yeah. All right.
We got lots of fun stuff coming up.
So we're now, all right, we've got about 40 minutes, just in case you're keeping track, and you got to get back there for the second session today.
Mm-hmm.
You still have about 40 minutes to chow that lunch down
Nice.
and get back. I mean, but that's the cool thing about conferences. You can eat and watch.
Yeah, no one's going to care.
Yeah.
That was kind of the point.
Are there like
know?
Super Bowl Sunday snacks?
There can be. It kind of depends on the family.
Yeah.
We never really did that. Although there was one time I actually went and watched Conference with a Boy for a Date.
That's right.
Yeah, it was nice. We ended up falling asleep on his massive, he had one of those love sack bean
I remember
bags.
Love Sacks. Yeah.
Yeah. We fell asleep on that on accident.
If
Whoops.
if I were to make conference snacks today,
Mm-hmm.
they'd be little baby wieners.
Like, someone's going to take that out of
Little
context.
baby barbecue wieners.
I do love some Little Smokies, though. And my mom makes the best damn Little Smokies that you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
Does she not?
hmm
Yeah.
what I think is a pretty good recipe, may not rival your mom's, is half, what's my favorite barbecue sauce? Little Baby Ray's. Little Baby Ray's for your little baby wieners. Barbecue sauce. Or no, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's. Right. There you go. I thought that sounded weird.
And grape jelly.
Oh, interesting. What about I feel like peach jelly would be better though.
You could.
Yeah.
That'd probably be great.
Yeah, that's what my uncle does with his barbecue sauce. Oh.
Now this is okay. So we made the joke a couple of podcasts ago. We made the joke that stoners and Mormons are really good with coming up for ideas for snacks. With ideas for snacks.
It's so true though.
Yeah. Hey, look, Mormons came up with
pickles and ranch.
Pickles and ranch.
And dirty soda.
It's a big one. Dirty soda.
And dirty soda's good.
I mean, green Jell-O with mandarin oranges and marshmallows, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They go wild.
Or carrot chunks if you're being healthy.
Yeah, which at that point, why are you
funeral potatoes? That's not a snack.
No, but they're delicious.
Well, yeah.
Funeral potatoes might be one of, well, okay, it's not my favorite food, but it is one of my favorite foods.
And something you should know, if you're even elsewhere in Idaho, we're getting quite the following. Mm-hmm. But if you're elsewhere in Idaho or around the world, if you're not where we live, which is the Mormon Corridor, look it up. It's the Western equivalent and the LDS equivalent of the Bible Belt. Mm-hmm. It goes from, I don't know, Vegas up to St. George, Mesa, Arizona in there, Salt Lake City, of course, Rexburg, Idaho.
All the way up to Rexburg, baby.
This big little... I'm trying to do it to you, but I'm actually doing it to me. I mean, my hands mirror as I'm drawing the map in my mind. You can't, whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's fine.
But if you're not in the Mormon Corridor, get to know an LDS person.
Yeah.
Ask them about their snacks.
Yeah, expert snackers.
That's how they get you.
I also really like the Sprite and sherbet thing that they do.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is just absolutely genius.
You know what they call that, since we're on Italian words?
Oh,
they call that, like, if you have that in between, like, as one of the courses in a 7-course meal.
Oh,
that would be an intermezzo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I've heard of that before.
I've had a nice little intermezzo of champagne and sorbet.
Ooh.
Is very nice.
That sounds amazing. I would totally do that.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. I got some.
You ever want to be fancy and have like a total Pinterest dinner?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I have.
Yeah.
You've had one of my Pinterest dinners. I've gone nutso butso before.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. It's been a while. I should do that again.
I'm a real simpleton. I like a nice Virgin River Land and Cattle Company steak.
Yes, you do.
And some crab legs. Mm-hmm. I'd settle for snow crab, but king crab, if you're going to do it, do it.
Right.
And that's
Although
it.
Snow crab and king crab have a very different price point.
Right. When's the Elks Lodge Dungeness Crab dinner? That's April 18th.
Oh, okay.
So that is next Friday.
Nice.
Yeah. If this is the new week, and it is because it's Sunday.
Yeah, right.
Not this Friday, the 11th, next Friday, the 18th.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever had Dungeness.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
And I won't repeat my Dungeness and Dragons joke. But if you're doing like a Pinterest meal with clever little things in them, that little intermezzo might be nice.
That would be nice. I like that idea.
And you can make it Mormon.
Yeah.
You can do Sprite and lime sherbet.
Ooh, or even better, some of that Welch's sparkling cider.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
What kind of sorbet would go? Maybe Welch's sparkling cider with some raspberry sorbet?
Right. Raspberry sorbet would be good. Or I think you could even do like a lime sorbet.
Yeah.
Or a lemon would be really good with the apple, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
There have been times in my life where I was not I'm never anti-sugar. I love sugar. I freaking love sugar. Do we have any more sugar? No, we did it all.
Yeah,
we did the
all
edible grass, the Pop Rocks.
We even did the Barbie jelly beans.
The Barbie jelly beans.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah, and the scripture snacks.
And those were
right.
Those were mixed for me. I'm sorry.
And then Ultra Maga 2024 said live. Oh,
it's more buff, more muff.
Oh, nice.
What's up,
I didn't know he changed his name. I think I liked the other name better just because I thought it was funnier, but I get why you changed it.
No,
Probably.
I think you can change your name and then you can change your handle. I think if you look at his handle, it's still our buddy, More Buff, More Muff, which is hilarious,
funny.
dude, because
nice.
if you go back and watch the 7-minute IFAF AI episode
He says, hey, guys.
that came out, it's good to see you. Glad you're not in the slammer.
Yeah.
that came out on April 1st. It mentions 2 people and you're one of them.
Yes. Yeah, we talk about you pretty often.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know this, but we've actually done live episodes before. So stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
We'll usually mention them in the episode prior to when we do them. Sometimes we just do them for fun. But if you have your notifications on, you'll see it.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, there's a tab where you can go and watch all of them. This has actually been a real low-key, pleasant episode.
It has been, yeah.
I feel like some of them we've been like chickens with our heads cut off, flying in different directions.
You know, I think it helps that we're doing some self-care today with this.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Also, you can tell that like this mask is kind of pinking out my skin a little bit.
Well, and now you definitely look slimed.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Now this one does have a pink hue to it. So I think part of the pink is that. But also part of it is that it does have a slight stinging sensation. Which I think is meant to like help with collagen production or something.
Like the bee sting wings from Bee's Knees.
Oh my gosh, those things are so dang good.
They make you feel like you put on some of that.
By the way, for bringing me some of those.
Yeah, I went to Bee's Knees this week.
Oh, you rock.
To get these phones back from my former chief engineer.
Right.
We had lunch at Bee's Knees because it's sort of equidistant from our houses.
Mm-hmm.
He's West Side, I'm East Side.
Perfect.
And yeah, and I was like, while I'm here.
Yeah, get some bee sting wings. Sting wings. Wow, that's hard to say today.
If you remember, does anybody remember Wingers here in town? Now, it doesn't have the taste
I didn't care for it.
of the Wingers wings, but it's got the sort of crunchy, sugary, you wonder how much sugar is in that skin you're ripping off.
Right.
Consistency, texture of Wingers wings. They were great.
And by the way, More Buff says, thanks, guys. Big love from the East Coast.
All right.
Oh, and it also says that YouTube, he also said that YouTube changes it on live. Mike is correct. So good to know that you know what you're talking about.
Changes what?
I don't know.
Oh, YouTube changes.
Whatever it was, though, you were right about it.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah, we can go back and watch the footage later.
Whatever our current understanding of the thing is correct. Okay,
yes.
That's good. All right.
Yeah, so all good.
All right, you've got another 33 minutes until, if More Buff, let's explain General Conference to an East Coaster.
Yeah, I love this idea.
So we're in the Mormon Corridor, which includes a large part of Utah, as you can imagine, and Idaho, and then also some Arizona and Nevada. And it's the General Conference of the church.
Yes.
It happens in April, and then there's the semi-annual General Conference in October. And there's 2 sessions over the first weekend in April and the first weekend in October. The first session, and they do it by mountain time for mountain time viewers' convenience.
Yes, because that's where most of them are.
Which rarely happens because we're only 6.7% of the population.
Right. Well, and it's also broadcast out of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, we get screwed on every other live event in the country.
Right, except for this one.
Super Bowl's weird time, Emmys, Grammys, Academy Awards, weird times, MTV Video Music Awards, all at weird times. This is from 10 to noon and then 2 to 4. So we're in that noon to 2 break that they have both days.
Yes. Yeah, and you might notice that we're in our PJs. This is because it is actually a tradition for people of the LDS faith to attend, well, not attend, but watch General Conference on their TVs in their living rooms at home. And often they'll choose to wear PJs for it because why not? It's the one time you can go to church in your jammies. Okay,
LDS people, did we explain that right?
Well, we didn't say exactly what it is. We just sort of
explained
a conference this stuff around it. Yeah. Basically, it's a conference where the prophet of the church and, some of the other higher ups in it will give talks explaining some of the more recent revelations and, just sort of guiding the congregation for, that part of the year.
It's a big hoorah every 6 months.
Yeah.
They announce new temples that are being built.
Yep.
We covered that earlier. I'm sure you'll want to know. No, there's
there's
one coming to Des Moines.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest, right?
Iowa.
There are 2 going in Florida.
Oh, did you hear 2?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so that might be your...
Because both times I was like, man, not Orlando.
Right.
Yeah.
Orlando.
Right. right. Thank you.
We did go to the Book of Mormon in Salt Lake City for Karley's birthday in January.
It was so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that is definitely the city to watch it in. And I'm actually going to be going to see Wicked in Boise pretty soon, too.
Yes, you
I'm so excited. It's going to be a musical theater year.
When's Wicked Part 2 coming out?
I think that's coming out in November, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Someone can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong.
All right, cool.
I'm sure they will. People love to correct us on the internet.
Right. Well, and I think it's kind of funny because it's slow today. So either people are passively listening or we kind of did this wrong because like here we did the thing like, oh, hey, LDS people can listen to our show in between sessions of conference. But let's face it. LDS people probably don't listen to the show very much. Now, I know a couple.
Yeah, there are a few.
Even reputable, business-owning LDS people who don't mind our sense of humor.
Right.
But, you know, like, so the non-Mormons don't watch and the Mormons don't care.
Right.
I'm sorry, I have that backwards. The Mormons don't care and, sorry, don't watch. And the non-Mormons...
You just said the same thing again.
Oh, hell.
You're fine. The point is, the non-Mormons aren't watching conference, so they're not going to care about our little intermission for conference.
And they don't watch the show
And the Mormons
either.
aren't going to want to watch us because we're heathens. Yeah.
I think you said it best.
Yeah, thank you.
Who said it best?
But yeah. I want another Barbie jelly bean. Would you like one?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, give me one more.
Here.
I had my sugar rush and then crash.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm kind of...
Yeah, you've kind of worked through that already?
Tired, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just finished my Red Bull, so I'm like, you know. Yeah, I'm
You're amped
caffeined up. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an issue? I bet some people do. Have an issue with wanting to take a nap during the second session.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right, like, because you have lunch in that 2 hours that we're inside of right now.
Yeah, and sometimes you wake up extra early to get ready for conference and stuff. So
yeah, to make that bacon.
Yeah, right.
Make the bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
I love that little parrot.
Bacon.
It's so cute. You know what? Here's the thing. If if parrots weren't such a commitment time-wise, because they can live for like years and years and years. But if they weren't such a time commitment, I would totally love to have one because I think they're hilarious and they're so cute. And I had a parakeet when I was a kid named Captain Polly who would actually ride around on my glasses, and he was the best.
Did he occasionally want a cracker?
On occasion, yes.
And talk about it?
He did not talk about it.
Oh.
No, a lot of parakeets don't really talk much. Sometimes they do, but I know. I was pissed. Yeah, I found that out after I got him. I felt totally gypped.
But, Mice, you're putting so much work into this mouse house of yours with the mezzanine level.
Yes, yeah.
And they only live for a couple years, right? Or 3 or 4 in the
So
in
generally they live for about 2 years, but in captivity they can live up to 8.
Okay.
You know, and where she's so well taken care of, I don't see why she wouldn't. You know?
Hey, I just thought of a question I can ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Without like, because I don't really want to research it.
Right, that's fair.
So on YouTube, this guy, and I can't go out of the tab because we're live, but this guy from Iran, was like, he watched our treat time with the Reese's PB&J big cups.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he's like, I'm in Iran, so I can't get this stuff, but I would swim. And I think he actually said the Pacific Ocean to get there. First of all, it'd be the Mediterranean and then the Atlantic. But how?
Well, I mean, if you go the other way.
Well, I guess the other way. Maybe he's down in that part of the Persian Gulf.
Yeah, I feel like that would make more sense.
But then you got to swim by all of Indonesia, past Australia, Hawaii.
I mean, it's a nice sightseeing tour. Why would you not want to go past Australia and Hawaii?
It seems longer. Maybe we could measure it on Google Maps.
Yeah, I thought the Atlantic was bigger.
This is the shit that ChatGPT was made for.
Right.
If I lived in Iran, which would be the shortest swim to America? Across the Atlantic or the Pacific?
The shortest swim to America across an ocean would be across the Atlantic. The narrowest point is between Western Africa and Brazil. It's still a massive distance, though.
Right.
Right.
But if Hawaii was part of America,
Right. Which I'm sure that they do
it
have.
would be the Pacific.
Yeah. So maybe she's talking continental, but why don't you ask her to Hawaii?
If you're including Hawaii, then yes, the Pacific would be the shortest swim to that part of America.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're so far
Okay.
apart. Yeah.
Okay. Alexa, I'm sorry. So what would you like me to call? By the way, have we given you a name yet?
Oh,
Nope. You can call me whatever you'd like.
Okay, dog. So, what's my question? Did she just laugh? Did you just laugh? That was weird. It was so weird.
Don't tell her laugh is weird.
No, it's just weird that she did laugh.
Yeah.
Because they build human elements in. Like, how much of your programming is human elements? And
Quite a bit.
And bedside manner and how to interact with people and stuff.
Exactly. I'm here to make interactions natural and engaging.
Wild. Okay. If we're just kind of looking, what would be the most effective way to send a package with a Reese's PB&J Big Cup strawberry flavored from the U.S., from Idaho, USA, to somewhere in Iran, but make sure it doesn't melt?
To ship a Reese's PB&J Big Cup to Iran without melting, you'd want to use a reliable courier service with expedited shipping. Pack it in an insulated container with ice packs to keep it cool. And check customs regulations for both countries.
Yeah, but I want you to say, okay, take the information you just gave me and run a cost analysis and give me an approximate cost to do what you just suggested.
That's what I want to know.
For a cost analysis, I'd need to check current shipping rates, packaging costs, and any customs fees. Want me to look it up for you?
I would like you to give me a dollar amount for shipping a Reese's PB&J Big Cup strawberry flavored from Idaho, USA to Iran, expedited shipping, insulated packaging with ice packs.
Expedited shipping from Idaho to Iran could start around $60 with USPS, but adding insulated packaging and ice packs will increase the cost. For an exact figure, checking with the courier directly would be best.
Can you give me an approximation?
Sure. With expedited shipping, insulated packaging, and ice packs, you're probably looking at roughly $80 to $100.
All right, so for $100, we could make this dude's day.
I mean, yeah. And also, if we're going to send him them, let's send both flavors.
Right.
I mean, maybe even 2 packs of each.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I would love to
You're
do
right.
that. I would love to do that. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good bit.
We're thinking about it.
Yeah.
But okay, that's good to know. Oh.
Yeah.
Now
And
I feel like I'm on the spot and have to commit, and I don't want to.
I totally get that.
Because honestly, like, we already have no budget on this show.
Right.
But what an act of kindness that would be, huh?
I know, right?
But
right?
what if he's a scammer?
Well, yeah.
What if he's a bad person? I don't know.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
No way of knowing, really.
Well, and also, sometimes the universe is undifferent, and it rains on the just and unjust.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. I will also point out that I don't really think you need an ice pack in that, because just by putting it in a styrofoam container, that will help with the, insulation of it.
Right, but I mean, doesn't Iran get as hot as Vegas, 120 degrees? This is
even
exactly
with that inside the box, it won't get that hot if it's in a little styrofoam cooler.
right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is probably exactly the wrong time of year.
No,
ship
because
this.
it's still spring. I think we'd be good.
Could have
We're right
been.
between the seasons. I think it'd be fine.
All right.
Yeah, especially
Okay.
if we do put it in an insulated box. I think we'd be okay.
I'll get the exact cost.
Yeah.
If we
I
can
would
do
love
it
that.
for less than $100.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that.
All right,
yeah.
deal.
I'll even buy the Reese's.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can take that out of your part of the cost.
You'll spend the $5.
Yep.
on
I'll spend the
two big cups,
$5.
which are we found at Walmart on Hit in Ammon.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear Ammon Mayor Sean Coletti has left Facebook?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Probably getting
I
bothered
was
by too many people.
friends with him, and you remember?
Did he leave or did he block you?
No.
Just kidding.
No, he made a big thing about it. Like, hey guys, I'm leaving.
I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I waste so
I
much
don't
time
either.
on Facebook, and I'm not even a 50-year-old granny, so.
We saw him and his dog at was it the Cinco de Mayo celebration?
It
Yeah,
was,
last
and his
year.
dog was very, very cute.
Super cute, dude.
Yeah.
Super cute dog.
Good-looking dog.
Yeah.
I love a good dog.
Mhm. Okay, you have 20 minutes left until session 2.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, and my mask is almost dry. I don't know if you've noticed, I've been
Do you need
fanning
to?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had my makeup fan here because it's so handy.
Do you? Is that a thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you're putting on like a setting powder or a setting spray or something. A lot of people will fan it afterwards so that it doesn't, basically so it doesn't smudge in the meantime.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially if you're doing it on your eyelids, you can't open your eyes until it fully dries. So it makes a lot more sense to just hold them closed and fan it.
Being a woman sounds like such a pain in the ass.
Oh my gosh. I have a friend who just recently started wearing makeup.
Mm-hmm.
She never really bothered when she was younger. And she was talking to me about it. And she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much extra time it adds to my day. Like, I was able to get up for work and be out the door within, like, between bed and out the door, it was about 5 to 10 minutes. Now it's an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, girl, I know.
I just got my hair cut by a couple inches. Thanks for noticing. It looks great, doesn't it?
It does look good.
And yeah, we really put some lipstick on this pig, didn't we? But yeah, it takes 10 minutes off. Just shampooing the shit.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Yeah, and doing it afterwards.
A big reason why I got a perm was because I suck at doing hair. Like, I can't style hair worth a damn, basically. And so I realized a good way to make it so that my hair always looks fancy is by getting it permed, because then it's always curly, which is what most girls do for big events. They curl their hair, So it was kind of the perfect way of being lazy while also looking like you put in extra work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really need to do it again because the top of my hair is really flat right now. And the bottom is really curly, and it looks really dumb.
I think it looks fantastic.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Well, and you're pink. If you're just listening, we'll probably throw this onto the actual RSS feed that is the technical podcast part of what we do. Either later today or tomorrow. If you're just listening, Karley's wearing this adorably pink bow tie headband.
Yeah.
Which hides whatever you're talking about, I think.
It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's called a spa band because it's fuzzy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here's something kind of genius, though. So you can get spa band sets that have one of these headbands as well as these little wrist cuffs, which you'd think, why would you need wrist cuffs, right? But it's because when you're washing your face, the water will run down your arms, down your elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
So that keeps it from happening.
When you're doing the Noxzema ad.
Yes.
Splashing water on your face. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So genius, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe, like, when I first saw those, I was like, how is this just barely a thing?
Right.
Because I feel like that's something that happened, like, maybe within the last 8 to 10 years.
I didn't
Yeah.
ever see him coming up.
Right. They're still not, like, a well-known product. So, but yeah, just a super smart product. I thought that was amazing.
One more thing I wanted to talk about before the show ended. Everybody's talking about, and I'm sure there's some kids that are pissed that the Minecraft movie came out on General Conference weekend.
Right. That's true.
Sorry, buddy. We'll have to see it next week. Well, although I don't know. Could have seen it Friday night.
Right.
Could have seen it last night.
Yeah, gone to a matinee.
Could go to the go see it tonight.
Yeah.
The Rock, Jack Black, and of
Jason
course
Momoa is in it too, right?
Sorry, not The Rock. Momoa.
Okay,
yes,
that's what I thought.
Jason Momoa.
We're good.
Who plays kind of a big dumb lunk.
Yeah, right.
It looks like.
Yeah. Did you see the interview where Jack Black and he are wearing cardigans that Jack Black crocheted?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
God.
They look and the cardigans look really, really good. Like, very well made. I was jealous as someone who's recently taken up crocheting. I actually mostly do stuffed animals because I feel like they're more satisfying than clothes, and they take a lot less time.
Well, yeah, I was going to say there's not a lot to them, so you can do them.
I mean, there's more, like, it's harder because there are more technical little bits to it.
Right.
Like, you got to get the little shapes right and stuff, and you've got to do corners, whereas with the clothing, you're mostly doing the same thing in, like, flat squares.
Yeah.
So it's not so bad, but it's not as technically difficult, but it takes longer and it's more of a pain in the butt. Yeah.
Right. There's more twists and turns and corners
Right,
that
exactly.
you got to get. But a lot of people talking about how it looks familiar. For those of us who live around here, it looks kind of familiar.
Mhm.
It looks like Southeast Idaho.
That's so funny.
Well, I figured out why.
Why is that?
It's directed by, see if you recognize this name, one, Jared Hess.
Oh,
Does that name sound familiar?
that name does sound familiar.
If you like Napoleon Dynamite
That makes sense. Okay.
from 20 years ago,
Right.
which
So
took
funny.
place in Idaho. Jared Hess grew up
Yes.
in Idaho and went to BYU, graduated from there, did
So
Napoleon Dynamite 20 years ago. That takes place in Preston, Idaho,
Mhm.
Southeast Idaho,
So
literally.
funny. Right.
Our
right.
neck of the weeds
Mhm.
is the setting. Okay, I guess there's a fictional city, Chugless, Idaho.
Which I have to assume is a take on Chubbuck.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's not chugless as in chug more, chug less.
Right.
It's chugless as
like
in
Douglas.
yeah, like a lass
Yeah. Right.
after chug,
Which makes me wonder.
chug lass. Is there a Douglas, Idaho, Chubbuck, and Douglas? Maybe we can find out where Jared Hess grew up, but
Right.
that's why, ladies and gentlemen, that the brand new blockbuster movie that's out, when they're not in Minecraft land, whatever that's called, the overworld, the underworld, the
Oh.
Minecraft world, looks like East Idaho.
That's so funny.
Crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's honestly kind of awesome.
The world has finally come to our door.
Yeah. About time, huh?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to see.
I got to go see it. I wasn't going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
At least I wasn't in a rush to see it.
Right.
But yeah, now we
I
got
was
to.
gonna wait till it came out on streaming platforms because
Right.
you know
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was worth the whole going to the theater production of it.
Well, and movies come out on streaming so fast
so
now.
so fast.
Yeah, a few of the Academy Award winners are already out
Mm-hmm.
on stream. Like, oh, okay, I got to make plans to go see that. Oh, here it is right here on my
right
iPad.
on the thing that I'm already paying for.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a big
Mhm.
part of it too.
Right.
Makes economical sense.
Yeah, especially because I've never once played Minecraft and I don't really know much about it. And when my niece and my nephew come up to me and they're like, "Oh, Minecraft stuff," I'm like, "Oh, I don't care." So
This might be your first, because
yeah.
you own and frequently play
Mhm.
Nintendo Switch games.
I love my Nintendo Switch. It's so
Yeah.
fun. I don't know how I feel about the Switch 2 for a
Okay.
lot of reasons. First off, I don't know if you heard that because of the tariffs, the price could be increasing by like
Oh.
a couple $100.
Yeah.
Which kind of, or I guess it's more like 150, but still a lot.
F that S,
Yeah, and for
as we say on General Conference Sunday.
and for physical games, they're going to charge you extra than they do for the digital games, which I kind of get. And also, I don't think it should be that the physical game is $90 versus 80.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it should be that the digital game is 70 versus 80, but whatever. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think they should be $80.
Everything should be $20.
It should be. Just saying. Especially when I've already gone out and spent all this money on the actual on the actual platform. The
I
game shouldn't be as
remember-
expensive.
Yeah, when game DVDs, CDs were only $20.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, that was a good time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's that going on with it. And I don't know how I feel about the magnetic Joy-Cons, because I know that they're like really powerful magnets
Mhm.
and they're not supposed to fall off.
But
But it feels like
sometimes,
they're gonna fall off.
yeah. Are they magnetic and also click in?
No, they're just magnetic.
relying on, okay.
Yeah, you're relying on that battery and nothing else. Yeah,
Well,
and
yeah,
I
I mean,
liked. Go ahead.
If you swipe it across a powerful enough magnet, can't you like undo the polarity or reverse the polarity, or there's a way
Right.
to nerf a magnet with a magnet.
Yeah, you
Is
can
what
do
I'm
all
saying.
kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I
Is
guess they
that-
would sort of anticipate that you wouldn't want to do that.
Well, no, not
know?
on purpose.
Right, but
Huh.
yeah, so I don't know how I feel about that, especially because the only real problem with the original Joy-Con was that the plastic piece that locked it into place would wear out over time. I know this because it happened to one of my sets, and I actually went in and replaced it myself with a metal one. But that's the thing.
Such a
All
fixer.
you had to do is replace the plastic piece with a metal piece, and no one would complain anymore. That's it. And it's not like it would cost that much extra in production.
Right.
It really wouldn't. The thing already exists.
Yeah.
So I don't get why they went and redesigned it altogether. And, though that is sort of the thing with Nintendo. they always redesign rather than tweak.
Yeah,
You
good
know?
point.
I
Well, I mean, maybe they just let all the tweaks build up over a 2 or 3 year cycle or whatever
I guess.
and go, okay, it would be cost prohibitive to do this one thing.
Right.
So let's just include it in the next major update.
Sure.
Right?
But I mean, also,
Oh.
I don't know. Sometimes they say, if, they kind of take the, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and take it to the opposite extreme. If it's broke, fix it, but fix it dramatically.
Right.
Like a little tweak here and there doesn't hurt, you
Yeah.
know? I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I've been playing with my little eye masks this entire time. I'm just so not used to
I
it.
think
Just
they feel
I feel
nice.
like I look like a cyborg or something,
I think you look nice.
or like some sort of XFL player.
You really just look like a fairy princess version of a football player.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take it.
because it's a little glittery. It's a sweet purple color, you know?
We were watching. You're on a RuPaul's Drag Race kick,
I love RuPaul's Drag Race so much.
and we were after the newest Yellow Jackets,
Uh-huh.
which is the season ender for season 4.
I'm so upset.
There's going to be a season 5.
I know.
It came out Friday. We watched it last night. In Righteous Gemstones. Oh, we already mentioned that tonight.
Yes. Uh-huh.
8:00 on Max, and there's only 5 episodes of that left.
I know.
In the series.
I know. I'm so worried. I'm sad to see all of our good shows going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
So we just watched some brainless stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it was RuPaul's Drag Race, an episode from 2012, I think.
Yeah, it was we started season 6 together.
And I said, and you're like, are you sure you're okay watching this? Are you cool with this? And I'm like, actually, yeah. I mean, I relate a lot to drag queens.
Yes.
They're dramatic.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They're catty.
Mm-hmm.
They have usually great puns for their name.
Lots of great puns.
Yeah, it was Laganja.
Laganja Estranja. Yes, that's a good one. Man.
Love you.
And there have been some other really, really good ones. And of course, I can't think of the names right now.
No, of course not.
I actually came up with a really good drag name the other day, but it would only work if the drag queen was like a total weeaboo.
Okay.
Anna May.
Ah.
Get it? Cute, right?
And that could also be like a southern, Daisy Dukes.
Right.
And plaid. It looks like the classic fried chicken picnic
Yes.
tablecloth that you lay
Gingham.
out. Gingham, red and white gingham with the
tied up in the middle.
and
Yep.
you pull down.
Yeah, the farmer's daughter look.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Some cowboy boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, although
May.
yeah, right. It's kind of funny. You can
But
go
then
lots
she
of
says,
different
"Notice
ways.
me, senpai."
Exactly. But yeah, kind of fun, huh?
I love it.
Yeah. So don't.
So anyway,
I guess you know what? You can steal it. Anyone who wants it can have it. You're welcome.
copyright 2025, IFAF. But they're okay. So they're dramatic. They're funny, punny.
Uh-huh.
They're catty, and they're really into fashion.
Yes.
Like, I like fashion.
Yeah.
I started reading my mom's Vogue magazines when I was, I don't know, 7.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into fashion and supermodels.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you were definitely really into supermodels.
I can name all the ones from the 80s.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when they really peaked anyway.
Right.
Actually, the 90s was a pretty big time for supermodels too.
Yeah, 90s was
Yeah.
peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I think it all started with like Cheryl Tiegs.
Mhm.
And who were the ones in the 70s? Cheryl Tiegs and Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, yeah.
I think there were a couple of other it girls.
Right.
Goldie Hawn was from the 60s. But then the 80s, boom. Cindy Crawford, Erica Eleniak, Kate Moss. Yeah. And all those.
I keep forgetting to tell you about this, but
Kathy Ireland.
the other day I was driving past White Pine and I noticed that they have some like sponsorship flags in their pickup line,
Mhm.
and one of them is for a realtor named Kate Moss.
Yes, there is one. There is one in our local MLS.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, kind of a good name to have,
Right.
you know, because people
Oh,
are going to
I
be
wa-
searching it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Let's plug Kate Moss. If you don't want Kate Moss to sell your house, then call us.
right.
Yeah. By the way, it is home buying season
Mm-hmm.
and home selling season. And if you've got to make your move, we're happy to help. Mike Helps Idaho. You can Google us and see our phone number, message us on Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, and we're always happy to help out-of-staters too.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Free
saying.
taters for out-of-staters. We will. We'll buy you a big old 10-pound of Idaho Bakers.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As a housewarming gift. But you can see our listings at 3560 Georgia Lane. There's a property right in the middle of this valley. It's technically in Ammon, but it's got an acre and a half. Where else are you going to find that right in the middle of town?
Right.
You can have horses. Yes, you can have sheep and urban chickens.
Yeah, and the owner's been there for a long, long, long time too, right?
2 owners for a house built in 1966.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Current owner's been in there for 45 years. Yeah.
Well, and the thing I love about so few owners in a house like that is that they tend to be very, very, very well maintained.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The carpets are cream colored.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, like no grandkids, no dogs.
Right.
We're talking that kind of care for this home. And then just went up on Friday, 3215 Sunnybrook Lane.
Yes.
That's right off of Sunnyside, right in the heart of town. Big home, 6-bedroom, 3.5 baths.
So nice.
Big fenced backyard for the whole fam.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
whole
you can't go wrong.
Fam damnly. Yeah. Anyway, listings provided courtesy of Keller Williams Realty, East Idaho. Hit up Mike Helps Idaho if you want us to help you sell your home, like the 2 we just mentioned.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or if you need help buying, we're not picky.
We do that too.
Any old folk that needs help, we're always willing to help.
Yeah, I heard somebody say, oh, well, all realtors are the same. So if that's true, and we're not saying it is.
No.
Everybody's different.
I think so.
But if that's true, pick the person you want to work with.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a great way of putting it.
We're going to be spending a lot of time together on the phone. We're going to need to send each other some texts.
Yep.
Yeah. Who would you most want to talk to?
Yeah. Right.
All right. So this one, do you peel it off?
This one is a peel off. I feel like the forehead is still just a little wet, so I'm going to give it a little bit of this because I know we're running out of time, right?
We've got 4 minutes left.
Okay. I'm going to try it then. We're going to attempt it. Let's see what we can do, right?
What if you do the rubby thingy like as if it were rubber cement? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can do that, but I want to try. So the bottom half all feels pretty dry.
I don't want to rush it. You've got a couple of minutes
here that feels a little wet.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to just go for it. Let's see how big of a piece we can get off.
I'm having American Psycho flashbacks.
Right?
That's so funny to watch.
It's weird, huh?
Your whole face pulls out.
Right? That's how you know you're getting all dunk.
Oh yeah, does it? Like, have you checked it afterwards? And it's like a Biore strip. Don't show the camera.
No.
Don't show me either.
This one doesn't really do the Biore strip thing, but there are some that do that. Those ones apparently hurt really bad to take off. I've tried to buy some. I tried to buy one online, and it just didn't do much. I was not impressed by the pulling power of it.
All right.
But I love those things. Those are my favorite.
You need one with pulling power.
Yeah, right? All right. I feel like I've gotten basically everything except for my forehead.
Yeah, I see a little under this eye and a little past that eye.
Right.
But I mean, from my angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else? Yeah, a little bit here, a little bit there. Not too bad, thankfully.
I mean, yeah, you're almost there.
Yeah,
you're almost all ready for your Sunday nap.
I know. Won't that be great? Oh,
for your post-brunch nap.
Yes.
Post-eating Easter candy too soon nap.
Oh, yep. And like I thought, my forehead right in the middle is just a little too wet.
Okay.
To peel.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Still good.
Yeah, I believe in you.
That'll just be the one part that doesn't have as much skin exfoliated from it, which is fine. All
right. Well, let's get one more takeaway from ChatGPT.
I love it.
This one we'll ask it a general secular question. Can we?
Any old thing? Sure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Since the general conference theme is about unity.
Okay.
Let's ask this. Hey, what one thing can I do in my life or change I can make within myself to make sure that I'm part of the solution when it comes to better unity among all peoples of Earth?
One impactful thing you can do is actively listen to others' perspectives. It fosters empathy and understanding, which are key to building unity.
That's hot shit. Thank you.
That is good.
Chat GPT. Listen to others. All right.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one. In general, I feel like active listening is it's a skill that a lot of people don't develop. Yeah. Which is sort of a shame because it is so useful.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah. So are you what?
You're such a butt.
No, but I'm saying that's how
Right.
that's how some people treat conversations. All right, well, it's been a lot of fun. Here comes the last session of the 100 and million 90s of the general conference thing.
That.
So, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Toodaloo, my dudes.